Hi, welcome back to another exciting video of Top Movies Recap. Today I'm going to recap a 2014 American biographical war drama film called American Sniper. The movie is based on the life of Chris Kyle, the most lethal sniper in U.S. military history, nicknamed the Legend. The film opens with a young Chris hunting with his father, and he shoots and kills a deer. His father appreciates him for his excellent shot, telling him he has a gift for him in reward. Chris happily approaches the deer, dropping his gun to the ground as he runs to it. His father reprimands him for treating his gun cavalierly. A few years later, Kyle is competing in rodeos with his younger brother traveling alongside him. Now he has become a ranch hand and rodeo cowboy. He returns home early to find his girlfriend in bed with another man. In anger, he hits the man several times and kicks him out before turning around to kick his girlfriend out. His girlfriend complains that he abandons her every weekend to go to rodeos, believing himself to be a cowboy when he is just a failed farmer. After telling her to leave, he is mulling it over with his brother when there is news coverage of the 1998 U.S. Embassy bombings. Kyle is upset that U.S. citizens are being attacked and feels compelled to do something to protect his country. So he decides to enlist in the Navy. He then qualifies for special training and becomes a U.S. Navy SEAL sniper. Kyle also goes through some rigorous training process, which includes being blasted with a powerful hose while exercising, laying down on the beach, and letting the cold surf wash over him, as well as being verbally harassed by the officers who run training, mocking him for being too old to be a SEAL at the age of 30. He also goes through sniper training, bringing in his hunting background. The instructor reminds them to aim small, miss small. If they aim for a button on a man's shirt, they might miss by only 2 inches, but if they aim for the shirt altogether, they might miss by 2 feet. The instructor also tells him to keep his non-scoping eye closed to better focus on the target, but Kyle responds that he needs to keep both eyes open to see what else is out there. The instructor tells him that they are shooting at a target and there is nothing else out there, and punishes him with 50 push-ups. But Kyle proves him wrong by shooting a snake hidden in the grass on the shooting range. In the meantime, Kyle meets a young lady, Taya Studebaker, at a bar. At start, she tells him that she would never marry a SEAL, as her sister did, but was cheated on and lied to constantly. She also challenges him at drinking shots, showing off how tough she is, but she ends up vomiting outside the bar. Kyle is kind to her, holding her hair back and taking care of her. After that, he calls her repeatedly until she agrees to date him, and their relationship progresses. She asks him at one point if she ever thinks about who will be at the end of his gun, and he tells her that he just wants to protect his country. On their wedding day, he and his fellow SEALs receive call that they will be deployed to Iraq for a mission, which they celebrate. The film then cuts back to the opening scene, and Kyle watches the woman hand the grenade off to the young boy. As the young boy starts running toward the convoy with the grenade in his hand, Kyle immediately pulls the trigger and kills him. The woman starts crying and running toward the boy, and Kyle watches her closely. The woman runs past the boy's body to grab the grenade he dropped, and she continues running at the convoy. She's about to fling the grenade at it when Kyle also shoots her. The grenade falls short of the convoy and explodes, leaving the troops unharmed. His first kills are a woman and boy who attack U.S. Marines with a Russian-made RKG-3 anti-tank grenade. After this mission, Kyle is visibly upset by the experience, but later earns the nickname Legend for his many kills. He is assigned to hunt for the Al-Qaeda leader, Abu Musab al-Zarqawi. Kyle interrogates a family whose father offers to lead the SEALs to the butcher, al-Zarqawi's second-in-command. The plan goes awry when the butcher captures the father and his son, killing them, while Kyle is pinned down by a sniper using a Romanian PSL sniper rifle. This sniper goes by the name Mustafa and is an Olympic Games medalist from Syria. Meanwhile, the insurgents issue a bounty on Kyle. Kyle returns home to his wife and the birth of his son. He is confused by memories of his war experiences and by Taya's concern for them as a couple. She wishes he would focus on his home and family. Kyle leaves for a second tour and is promoted to Chief Petty Officer. Involved in a shootout with the butcher, he helps in killing him. When he returns home to a newborn daughter, Kyle becomes increasingly distant from his family. On Kyle's third tour, Mustafa seriously injures a unit member, Ryan Biggle's job, and the unit is evacuated back to base. When they decide to return to the field and continue the mission, another SEAL, Mark Lee, is killed by gunfire. Guilt compels Kyle to undertake a fourth tour, and Taya tells him that she may not be there when he returns. Back in Iraq, Kyle is assigned to kill Mustafa, who has been sniping U.S. Army combat engineers building a barricade. Kyle's sniper team is placed on a rooftop inside enemy territory. Kyle spots Mustafa and takes him out with a risky long-distance shot at 2,100 yards, 1,920 meters, but this exposes his team's position to numerous armed insurgents. In the midst of the firefight and low on ammunition, Kyle tearfully calls Taya and tells her he is ready to come home. A sandstorm provides cover for a chaotic escape in which Kyle is injured and almost left behind. After Kyle gets back on edge and unable to adjust fully to civilian life, he is still not connected to his home life. At a family barbecue, Tay catches him watching the TV intently as if it were on when it is actually off. She tries to get him to join the party, and they watch the children play. A dog grabs the collar of a boy and is tugging at it. Kyle suddenly rips off his belt and grabs the dog as if he might beat or strangle it, until Taya cries out in horror. Kyle goes to a doctor who tells him that according to his military records, Kyle has been credited with 160 kills, more than anyone else in U.S. history. He is asked by a Veterans Affairs psychiatrist if he is haunted by all the things he did in war. When he replies that it is all the guys he could save that haunt him, the psychiatrist encourages him to help severely wounded veterans in the VA hospital. He takes Kyle to a support group of disabled veterans, many of whom have lost limbs. The men share their stories, and Kyle decides to take some of the men out to a shooting range and teach them to shoot sniper rifles. After hitting a target, one of the men remarks that it's the first time he's felt like a man since he was injured in battle. Kyle has finally regained himself, playing with his children and connecting with his wife. He teaches his young son to hunt, telling him that it's serious business to end a heartbeat. He continues his work with veterans. Taya tells him how proud she is of him for finding himself and finding his way back to his family. He tells her that a Marine's mom reached out to him, asking if he would help her son out who's been struggling since his return. Kyle opens the door and an uneasy young man waits for him by his truck while Taya watches. The door closes and the final credits reveal that the troubled young Marine killed Chris Kyle. That is, Chris Kyle was killed that day by a veteran he was trying to help. We hope you enjoyed our today's video. If you did like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest and interesting videos.